Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is a cold Wednesday morning at 8:15. William will be here in quarter of an hour. Just got my toast in the oven cooking because I'm hungry. Brendan and Lee have gone to work and Kenzie is in bed. I'm about to make myself a nice cup of tea. Hopefully it'll wake me up a little bit because I'm feeling rather sleepy. We've had the longest day, the solstice, and definitely looking forward to the light starting to return because Lee and I are struggling with these very dark mornings. Just do not want to get up, not at all. We're definitely ready, excuse me, as you can see, for the light to start returning. Anyway, happy winter everybody, it's officially official. Okay, I need tea, I'll come back to you in a bit when I've woken up. I had a chat with Lee last night and he's decided chili con carne would be a nice dinner tonight, and I thoroughly agree with him. So I've got all the ingredients, going to fry off the meat and the onions, and then everything's going to go in the slow cooker and we'll slowly cook for the day. The traffic jam gone? You had a traffic jam in there, now the bridge has come up. Should we open up the bridge again? Boop, boop. Coming through. Coming through. Beep, beep, coming through. What's he going through?
I'm not ready. My body is...
Which way is he driving?
Look at this. I'm ready. I give them the...
What are you looking for? Have you lost something?
I need all of them.
I think he's lost something. I don't know what.
You need to settle. Yep.
It's 10:30 and I've decided we probably need to go for a walk now. There's a little bit of bickering going on over the toys, and Harrison has started to get a little bit grisly, mainly because I went to the toilet. How very dare I? But yes, I just feel like a change of scenery and snacks, well, you know, food as we walk is probably the way to go. It worked really well yesterday, and yeah, I'm going with that. Change of scenery. It's quite cold out there because it's oh no, it's overcast now. Maybe it's warmed up. The frost has gone, but this morning, well, I think I probably inserted some footage. It was blue and pink sky out there, but it meant there was a frost because it was clear sky, but the clouds have rolled in now, so I imagine the temperature's gone up a little bit since then. Right, need to get these kids ready and get out the door. We're going for a walk, and I'm going to go in my Christmas hat. Aren't I, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at the back of the line with house.
I'm at the back of the line, am I? Am I the last one to get ready?
I finished my sandwich.
That's Marie's, is it?
Yeah.
That's very pretty round their door. Oh, we found a friend. That's a very friendly cat. Hi. Hi. Aren't you lovely?
Too cold to...
Your hands are too cold to open your cheese. I think this cat is after Harrison's food.
might end up with a cat on your lap, Harrison. Cat. Meow. Cat on your lap.
I think that the spy.
Oh, look, he's getting in the buggy.
I think.
There we go.
I think that's a cat.
We might end up taking the cat home with us at this rate.
Yeah.
Hold on, we've just been, attacked by a cat. Ho, ho, ho. E-I-E-I-O. There you go. Don't let the cat get your food. Cat, why are you... Cat, this wasn't really the idea. Hey, get out of the lunchbox. That's not for you. Get out of the lunchbox. I don't mind you being in the buggy, just don't get in the lunchbox. Hi.
That's a money.
Right.
Money.
Boys are having a run around in the park. Harrison's having a snack. Snack. Just giving them 5 minutes, aren't we? To have a run around in the park while we finish our snack. Is that nice? You keep trying to kick me. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Harrison, what's going on with your biscuits in your cup? Too many biscuits, not enough mouth. Cheers. Woo! Drink 'em. Yay! Party time. I've got the kettle going for a cup of tea, and I've got leftover vegetables from yesterday which I've reheated and I'm having for my lunch. I'm feeling very spoilt again. We seem to have a gift from Tink and Sharon. It's just come through from Amazon. Thank you guys. You're so lovely. I'm going to go put it under the Christmas tree. I've only got a few days to wait until I can find out what's inside. Thank you. Kenzie's on chef duty again, but this time it's hot drinks. Well, it was hot drinks last time, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. But I remembered the cream. Have you got the cream there? Oh, I got squirt cream. Kenzie, the recipe for those brownies you liked that Llewellyn's mum gave us, you need sourdough. Okay. So we need to make a sourdough starter and then keep feeding it every week. And then we can make brownies. Cool. Another skill to add to your forte, okay? You could also make sourdough bread if you like. Nah. I've finished work for another day. It's 3 o'clock and it's already getting quite dark again. And I just wanted to show you this. I bought it a few years ago and you've probably seen it in the background in my vlogs. But I love it when it's dark and then it's lit up. I think it's beautiful. It's 3:20 and I've decided to have a nice bath and read my book. And I'm using half a bubble bar because I don't have any bubble bath. I haven't got any bath salts. So half a bubble bar it is. Oh, it smells so good. It's a Christmas one, so it smells lovely. I'm getting quite far in this book that I'm reading. It's Andrew Taylor book. I'm about halfway through, as you can see, not quite halfway through. It's not part of the series that I've been reading, which is the Ashes of London series. It's a standalone book, but I have to say I'm not as impressed with that as I'm not being drawn into it as much as I have been with some of his other books. But I'm invested in it now, so I'm going to continue reading it until the end. Bath. Yes, if you could leave, please. I need to get undressed and get in the bath, so you need to go. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Off you go now. Bye. Bye. Thanks for coming. well, that's a nice surprise. I have been in the bath and I got a message from a friend who I haven't seen in years. He moved to Ireland and then his mum passed away and he came back to England, but I hadn't realised he was still here and he's working here. So yeah, he's just messaged me and said, am I in? I said, I have literally just got in the bath. But he said, well, what about in an hour? I was like, in an hour? Absolutely. Are you staying for a cup of tea? I was honest and said I'm doing daily lateral flows because of being with Virginia on Thursday. But so far, so good. Today's was negative again, so I'm just going to go with it. And he's fine with it. So, yeah, I'm going to see him and have a cup of tea and it'll be really nice. So, that was a nice surprise. I'm looking forward to it. He should be here in about 5 minutes. That was really lovely. So we've just seen my friend who I hadn't realised is actually living here now. So that's good. Yes. So he bought these for us. I guess that's why they call it the brew. And fight for your right to pour tea. And there's a reason for this. It's because me and him have this thing called team tea. Oh, and they even came with tea bags. Yorkshire tea too, which is what we drink. Yes. So the story is many years ago, I went out drinking with some friends who lived, one of them lived near where he lived with his mum. And we were in the village social club. And after a very boozy evening, we went back to this friend's house. And he had had a bad breakup and had been crying on my shoulder and bonding over tea as it happens, because I was like, I don't want booze, I just want a cup of tea. And he was like, yeah, so do I just want a cup of tea. So he ended up going home in the middle of the night, raided his mum's fridge for tea because she lived literally across the road from my friend, and then fell over on his way back, but managed to save the milk and didn't spill it and didn't break it. So we were really impressed. And then I spent the evening just chit-chatting with him, drinking tea, and we've had this thing, team tea, you know, bonding over tea, and it's like team tea became this very drunken thing we did. And a few years ago I sent him a Christmas tree ornament of a teapot, I think it was, and a cup with a UK, like a Union flag on it, and we just have this banter about team tea. So he's got us those cups, which was really sweet. And I just made him a cup of tea for team tea. Right, now it is late. It is 6:30 and we haven't eaten. Kenzie's had his vaccine. They nearly didn't give it to him because apparently it hasn't been 12 weeks yet. They still sent him the thing saying to come and book his vaccine. But because of his asthma, they gave it to him. So he's had his other vaccine and hopefully won't have any nasty side effects. But we need to eat. So I'm going to go and cook the rice and then we will have our chilli and rice. It's 7:15 and I still haven't got this vlog done. We have literally just finished dinner, which is late for us, but you know, we got to see somebody we haven't seen in years, so that's fine by me. Okay, should we do the what's in the hat first? Because nobody got it right. A lot of people said it was the whale, the little blue whale dolphin, that Harrison was playing with yesterday that was in the hat. It was not. And Imo said it was the cookie. She wrote it in Welsh and I worked it out, it was biscuit. But no, that was in my belly. So yeah, I'm just going to show you what it was. Nobody got it this time. The train that Harrison was playing with on the train track. Now, what's in the hat? What's in the hat? What's in the hat today? It's in the vlog. There's the shape of it. What's in the hat today? Okay, we are on day 22. 3 more sleeps. Day 22, up in the trees, up here. Are we going to go with squirrel again? We should go with squirrel again. I don't think it's going to be any more stars. We've had 2 owls up there. We haven't had a squirrel yet, have we? Oh, and it was a long one. Look at that. There you go. Squirrel! Now, unless there's a badger or a hedgehog flying in the sky tomorrow or hiding behind the secret door, I don't think we'll get much luck when it comes to badger or hedgehog, which would be most disappointing. I'm trying to guess what's behind that, the big door. Like, do we think Father Christmas will be behind there, or maybe a Christmas cottage, or I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out. One more day to go. Ozzy is still not 100%. He's actually gone for a PCR test today because his temperature is fluctuating. And obviously he was in contact with Virginia, and neither him nor Harrison were or are vaccinated, obviously. So they're the higher chance of getting COVID. And obviously when Virginia and I are together, you know, we take the hand of each other's children, we pick them up, we move them around, we help them down from swings, slides, all that kind of stuff. So he would have had more hands-on contact with Virginia than I did. My tests are thankfully still coming back negative. She got the hamper that I sent her today, and she sounded so happy to have received it. So it had mince pies in it, it had Christmas cake, chocolates, just Christmas pudding, all the nice little bits that you have to have for Christmas. And then I was worried because I was thinking, if she didn't have a Christmas tree, if nothing had happened before Friday, then Friday I was going to go in the loft and get the little blue Christmas tree that I used to put up in the boys' bedroom when they were little, and the little baubles that we had for that tree, and I was going to go and put it on her doorstep. Like, I was going to go and dress the tree, put it on her doorstep in her apartment, and then knock on the door and stand far away so that she could take it in. But one of the families that she used to nanny for have actually taken her round and dropped her off like a little Christmas tree in a pot, you know, one of these like little growing ones in a little pot. So she has a little Christmas tree, and she's going to find some baubles amongst her things to go and hang on the Christmas tree. So she has a Christmas tree now. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, she's feeling rubbish, but better than she was, so that's good. And we've just now, today, the rules have changed, and instead of 10 days isolation, if you have 2 negative lateral flow tests after 7 days, then you can, you don't have to isolate past 7 days. And the idea being that if you're not triggering lateral flows at day 7, you're probably not breathing out any more virus, which means you could go back to work, and that should help the workforce to not be so crippled by the huge, biggest numbers yet that we've had of COVID since the pandemic started. Which is all good and well in theory, but from my experience of people I've met who have had COVID, 2 weeks is the minimum really they've had off, because they've been so badly affected that even the second week they've not been well enough to go back, even after isolation is finished. So I'm not sure it's going to make that much difference, to be honest, because, well, I mean, even Kenzie says now he still struggles when he's done PE at school. He struggled. What else was I going to say to you? Oh, that cat on that walk. Oh my goodness. We ended up having to bribe it to stay where it was, because it was not, we walked off towards something that William wanted to show me, and so we went over and had a look at what he wanted to show me, and the cat found another cat to play with, which I think, from what William tells me, is a cat that they live together. And so as we started walking away, the cat just kept following us and following us and following us, and was not going to leave us alone. I'm sure it had something to do with the food that the kids were holding. And I was heading towards the main road, and I've seen too many cats killed on that main road, and I was so worried that it was going to get run over, and it would have got run over because it was following me, that we got just towards, well, coming towards the entrance to the main road from the housing estate, and in the end I took a piece of Harrison's food out of his hand and threw it to the cat and distracted it and said to the kids, "Run!" And we ran away from the cat before it could realise what was happening, and while it was distracted with a piece of bagel. I hope it's not wheat intolerant, because it's just had a quarter of a bagel circle. I can't believe we were held to ransom by a cat. Madness. Okay, one more day of work left. Thank you very much for watching, you lovely lot. I'll see you all tomorrow.